Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
At the 29-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Love. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
2nd down, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Love now. Flush to his right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
There defensively.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Now Heineke. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line.
37-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding position.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Love going to give this one to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love steps away to his left. It's caught. Jones. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable. This last time, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop the throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8.
Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First and 10 at the
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Khari Willis there to bring him down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0. Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, check. 59. I got you, boy.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
57, Mike 57. I got you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 47-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They have golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Love now on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
Silly. There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Love. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Rashard Higgins. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 28.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dawson Knox, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And they'll try to run the option here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's going to keep this again. Quick pass out to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Second down, Love. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Now Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Heineke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense is...
He's got it at the 15. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one.
Henry Ruggs,
On the final
bad
half of the
man.
third quarter. Back now in Miami.
19.
The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Love now. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
Will's got to go for 2. He'd be mad not to.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Cashman coming up with the money pick.
Down near the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Woo! And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Bills 12.
Big money play. Cashman. Ching. Another money record. References.
Tucker now to kick it away.
Making it
following
rain.
the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At least that keeps it just above a score.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way.
Well,
but what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
Hollywood Higgins.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A 3-yard pick.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Oh.
And his throw is incomplete.
So close.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Amazing skills there.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Okay.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
I seriously think about
And that
doing
will
a
give
fake
them a
for that.
12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense
Rushing
was
with
able
no
to force
one.
the punt. That's
No
the
pass
good
rush.
news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And all the way home for
Oh,
the
my
Bills
day.
touchdown. Henry Ruggs.
Oh, fair play. What a pass.
In this game. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not
Oh,
rooting.
I love
but
that.
I am excited about this. I
This
know
is
you
a-
are,
yeah.
too. We got a ball game
beautiful.
again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike,
Coming
and
for it
you are
now.
right. Don't go
Look at all
anywhere
that
yet. This
fucking
thing's
pass
not
rush.
done. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Score Dolphins 24, Bills 19. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Justin
Tucker
Tucker.
now to kick it away
Set
following the
to suck on my
touchdown.
plums. Or Allen's incredibly pale nutsack.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score.
Oh,
lead.
come
We've seen
on.
this how many times now?
Yeah, you
Teams get a
can't
big
pass
lead, they go into
more than
coast
like
mode,
10 yards.
and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for
So
a
they'll
win
keep
down
dumping
the
it down.
stretch.
Fucking
They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in
Lines.
danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
There's no one covering him.
Keep it up, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. You better 19 tight, 19 tight.
Just there.
Looking to throw.
Okay.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is down deep into Buffalo
They
territory.
spend a lot of time moving him out there,
It's a
Will.
big play here for the Dolphins.
Drew a
on
lot of
3rd
attention to the fact he was
47
there.
yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Oh, Gibson.
Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they
Thinking,
needed the
if I give him
football
no
back.
field
Unfortunately, they
whatsoever
couldn't
to
get it.
pass on,
And I
Ruggs
know
is
we
just
brought
going to run out the
analytics
end
into the
zone.
game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just
That's
wonder
flag.
if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the
Oh,
game.
Bobby.
I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball.
Fucking hell, Wagner. Oh, mate. Just catch that.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Can sweat.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the
Beautiful
10.
tackle, boys. Beautiful tackle there.
For a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones.
Looks like he was diving in the way of a bullet.
Season, both in this game. And the Bills draw a bit closer. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
We'll just keep throwing it to Ruggs.
Penalty on the PAT.
Cheat
They'll kick off from 15 yards further up.
Even with my guys matched up for speed.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
Just as soon as he gets
touchback.
past or level with my cornerback, just loft it over his head.
On first down, Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the...
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 12 yards there and a first down.
1 yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, Miley Cyrus.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it.
Oh, no.
That one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
And look at this, another fake. And this is caught.
Hero play.
Will work. He's going to have a first down. So they get the first down.
Well, are you watching this stream?
But the fake punt does the job.
Like you knew it was coming.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have now taken a late lead. Baker Mayfield, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Good game, Will. Now you can trade away your bloody
victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
And
it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, Those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Miami, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Ruggs for 162 and 2 touchdowns. Will's the new king of cheese. Scumbag. You've got Greedy Williams. I was looking for him for a while. I got fencing, mate. And done. No, let's go. Missed a load of tackles.